Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to In Alex's Shook Reaction. And I am super excited because today we've got another big drama moment in the Amberverse. Yes, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new video posted by none other than Amberlynn's ex best friend, Lex, also known as Alexis. So she posted this just an hour ago. It's called Amberlynn's former bestie doing a hectic Q&A. I did watch like a little bit of the beginning just to make sure it was worth watching. And let me tell you guys, already just the first 5 minutes, this hot dog is juicy. So I'm not even gonna waste any time. The drama just has not ended, guys, and I am just blown away. And now Foodie has joined the party, and we'll talk about that later, but let's just get right into it. I mean, shall we? Y'all, I'm already getting some weird vibes. I mean, why is she on here making a video? She has a YouTube channel. She's up to 1.89K subscribers. Is she looking to make a little bit of coin off of this? I mean, you do have to question her motives here with the channel. She could have posted on Instagram. I don't care. Like, if you make a video, yeah, you deserve to get paid for your work that you put in the video. I'm just questioning her motives a little bit, you know. It's like a little shady. It's a little shady. They just broke up as besties. Okay, so gotta raise an eyebrow, folks.
Hey guys, it's Alexis. I just want
Hey girl.
to start this off by saying I have never
Breaking news. What?
made a YouTube video in my life.
That's corny.
So I don't really know how to make an intro, but I'm definitely going to work on it. So
you got the tea, we're good. You don't need an intro. You don't need nothing. Just turn on the iPhone camera and spell. We're here with open ears.
I'm just going to immediately dive into the questions that some of you have asked. So the first question is, was Amber actually taking weight loss seriously for once? And did Emily possibly make her stop doing that? I do believe that Amber was trying to take weight loss seriously.
Oh, was she? Right. Well, when she was on the Ozempic, it's kind of hard to gain weight on Ozempic, right?
But unfortunately, I do think it was because she was talking to Erica, and Erica takes her own weight loss. And
yeah, because Erica's a bodybuilder. So Erica, there would have been that pressure for her to lose weight and conform. While on the other hand, and even Wifey was into sports, right? On the other hand, Emily, aka Thomason, aka Tommy, she don't have to lose weight. There's no pressure.
Fitness journey very seriously.
Is that what makes it the best?
I also don't believe that
ever?
Tommy ever specifically told Amberlynn to stop semaglutide. I just think that Amberlynn knows her preference, and
oh, does she?
If she doesn't have to put in the work, she won't. Did Amber know about?
Exactly right. Exactly right. You know, if the bestie says it, I have to agree there, right? Yeah, Amber is, that's why this is the best relationship ever. She has no pressure to lose weight. She can just chill. She can just maintain. And that has been her thing. Like, she needs to be in a relationship. And if she has to lose weight to get one, she will try that, even though it's been so hard for her. I think that is like the one thing that will motivate her to lose weight. But now that she's caught this partner, this Thomason, caught her like a fish, like a feeder fish, she don't have to lose nothing.
The stuff before Kiwi Farms found it.
Okay.
She initially told me that Tommy preferred very, very large women. And she told me that her late fiance was close to 1,000 pounds.
Okay, so she knew about the 1,000-pound ex. Oh my gosh, new TV show, 1,000-pound exes?
I don't know how much Amberlynn actually knew.
Oh my gosh, conspiracy theory. Amberlynn with this whole situation with Thomason, she's looking for a spinoff, a 1,000-pound sisters spinoff, 1,000-pound girlfriends. That's what she's going for here, possibly. Well, then Thomason better get to gaining, because they're not going to get to that 1,000-pound mark overnight.
About all of the posts that recently came up, nor do I think she would ever admit to me if she did know everything.
So there was even things that she kept from Bestie, or does she mean like post best friend breakup?
Have you ever caught ALR out in a lie? I have caught her in many. So now it's hard for me to decipher what was actually true and
So
what
many lies.
never was.
So now she's thinking about like everything that Amber told her. Was that a lie? Was it the truth? Girl, I feel like we'll be able to speculate, but everyone's going to lean toward it being a lie. You know, unless it's something we want to believe. Just kidding. I wonder what she was telling her behind the scenes, though. We need to know, Bestie. Get that monetization on, girl. We're watching.
You still in touch with Jade? No, but I wish I was.
Oh,
How
Jade.
come Amber claims...
Wait, Amber doesn't like that. Remember, she freaked out during the live stream. She was like, not real names. That was her biggest thing, even though everyone in the Amberverse and beyond knows that her ex's name was Jade. It was put out there, like I always say, because of her leaving Easter eggs. She does it to herself every single time she walks into the trap. I just can't. But yeah, I guess she's not talking to Jade. That was toxic, huh?
Jade's toxic and blank behavior if she kept hooking up with Jade after the breakup. So I'm not gonna lie, I have also done this before. And
right, she claims it was toxic, but then she kept hooking up with her. Well, yeah, that's how relationships work. That's not really. Look at what happened with Natter and Chantal, her going back and trying to get him, and he was just playing her. He never thought of that as a serious relationship, but she did. He just saw her as a piggy bank, or like she said, a wallet and a toy. That's not unusual for her to hook up or just want that attachment, that feeling like she's loved, even if they're not even in a relationship. So that doesn't surprise me that even if it was a bad relationship, she would still shack back up with her or get in the same bed. We know Amber, and not just her.
I'm not saying that to try and justify her behavior, but I genuinely think that sometimes after a breakup, you're just so shocked, and sometimes you try to hold on to what is left of that person. Did it hurt?
Part of that, and just Amber's hunger, no pun intended, for that kind of relationship, even if it was just fake and physical only.
That Amber dismissed your BPD during her live.
Oh, did
Were
she?
we even supposed to know that? When she gets like this was pretty cruel. We're supposed to care about her BPD, but only hers. I don't
exactly remember that exact part, but yeah, good point, commenter.
Care. It's not like a secret that I also struggle with my mental health, but unlike Amber,
I think we like all do.
Actually taken the time to be alone and like work on myself.
Well, that's good.
And I actually have gone to therapy, like with a real licensed therapist.
A real licensed therapist. I like how she put that in there. Versus what, like BetterHelp or a life coach or someone who slid into Amber's DMs, the dietitian that blocked her. Maybe there was a therapist, an Instagram therapist that blocked her. Wouldn't surprise me. Well, good for Alexis getting help. People keep saying that to Amber because she took a little bit of time. Well, no, she didn't. I was just thinking, she just didn't tell us. She made it seem like she was taking time alone to work on herself. It was a month. Yep. Because by September, she was talking to a married woman. Come on. Ridiculous.
And not just Chat AI and WebMD. Does she support her friends financially? Example, does she send Eric and Ricky money? Did she pay for Emily,
Eric and Ricky money,
plane ticket, rental car, etc. when she visited Oklahoma City? Do I think it's possible that she paid for like Emily's plane ticket? Sure. Do I think she's financially supporting her friends? Absolutely not. There was a period of time
I do think Amber, like a part of her can be greedy, but number two, she owes nothing to support Eric and Ricky or any of these people really. But I could also see her being vindictive about it. But also, if Amber gives you money, there are strings attached, and she will dangle that carrot for eternity. She will always use that. Like, you want to do something, she wants to do something with you, but you say no. What about that money I gave you? You know, on and on and on.
I was quite literally working 3 jobs
Roll it
and
back.
still barely making ends meet.
Wait, roll it back.
Absolutely not. There was a period of time where I was quite literally working 3 jobs
Okay.
and still barely making ends meet. And like, I didn't talk about it very often because I didn't want her to feel like I was asking for anything. But she like never, ever offered, not even one time. Does she?
I mean, I'm a little bit sus on that right there. What was her purpose of telling us that specifically? It feels like no, like it, she is. She is upset that Amber did not help her financially, which they never met in person. And even if they did, does she really? I mean, you help your friends if they're struggling, but that just came off a little bit weird to me. I don't know. Like, she's super upset that Amber didn't give her money. Amber don't got that much anymore.
Have any friends in Oklahoma City? Why doesn't she try to find girlfriends in her own state ever? Why does she always look for love on TikTok? Yes, she does, and he seems actually very nice.
And that is kind of weird. Like, when it comes between friends and money, like things get icky fast, right? Okay, so Amber has one guy friend in Oklahoma and he's nice. That's cool. I wonder how long that'll last.
But was he a viewer before they met? Yes. I also have never talked to him, and I'm not really sure what his true intentions were messaging her.
Right. Well, I mean, one thing that is a green flag, we're always talking about red flags, but maybe this is a good guy. One thing that's a green flag is he doesn't even want to be online. He doesn't want any sort of shout out or anything like that or any sort of notoriety, right? Or maybe he just wants to play her off the camera, doesn't want us to know who he is because we'll figure it out. We are a lot more astute in that regard. Amber needs to watch out. That's what everyone tells her.
But he does get to hang out with Amberlynn's mom, and I'm kind of jealous of that. But he is also probably like me in regards to being
She's jealous.
on the back burner now that she's back with Tommy.
Nice.
Has she been trolled by other people like Erica thinking they were dating?
I guess it just depends like how you feel about that. Someone spending a lot of the time with their new girlfriend. I mean, they're in that honeymoon phase. For me, yeah, I guess it just really depends. Like, I would give my friends space to enjoy that time, but also hopefully they don't get with a feeder.
Yeah. Her main one was Danielle. I mean, she was in love with this girl.
Oh, wow. So she was trolled by another woman named Danielle that she was in love with, just to clarify.
And I can actually understand why, because she's incredibly attractive. This girl also said a lot of the right things.
Wouldn't Amber get a little bit suspicious of her? I would if some like super hot guy slid into my DMs with 6-pack abs and perfect skin. I would get sus. Like, what do they want with me? That's how I feel. Like, sometimes I swipe right on Tinder because I just know they're too good looking for me. I have no chance. So might as well save myself the heartbreak. But honestly, there is a lot of, like, I've slept with some really hot guys because it just be like that sometimes at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
That made Amberlynn kind of hooked, and she would do the inconsistent reassurance with her.
So this woman was like manipulating her in all sorts of ways. What was it? Assurance.
Hooked. and she would do the inconsistent reassurance.
Inconsistent reassurance. I haven't heard of that. Some sort of manipulation tactic.
With her and be like totally in love with her one day and then
Okay.
really all about her pre-existing partner the next day. Danielle has been with her current partner for, from my understanding, a decade at least.
Wait a minute. So this woman was with another married woman? What?
But they are not married.
Oh yeah, this was like alluded to already, but we didn't get these details. Okay, they're not married, but still. Might as well be common married, common law married.
This was when I started to realize that Amberlynn does not care if someone's in a pre-existing relationship already. Ooh. If she likes you and she thinks you're attractive and you say the right combination of words, she's going. Amberlynn also apparently gave this girl money. Literally in the same time frame that I was struggling. She also...
See, there she goes again. Like, she's upset because Amber gave her money and not her. Well, it sounds like Alexis did not ask. So how is she like, I don't know, ask for help if you need help.
Really love to compare her online relationship with this girl to my in-person relationship with my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, that's weird.
I really, really loved that a lot. She...
Was that sarcastic?
Has never met Danielle or
That was very deadpan.
In real life, or Erica.
Danielle, Abby, and Erica. Danielle, Abby, and Erica. Those are our 3 troll girlfriends, I guess.
So Abby was 20 years old when Amberlynn started talking to her. And then...
Is she a real person? Like, is that the real age? 20? Amber's out here talking to a 20-year-old? What do y'all think about that? This just gets wilder and wilder. I would never talk to someone who's 20. Like, no thank you. And I'm younger than Amberlynn.
Lied about it to me and then backtracked and then told me the truth again.
So she was embarrassed that this woman was 20, lying about it to her bestie. So she knew that she was doing something wrong with that. Not only is there that power imbalance of her being a public figure, but also 20 years old. I guess that is more subjective because she's an adult, but I just would never. I mean, I feel like you have to be at least like 24 or 25 for me.
A 14-year age gap is
a lot.
I'm sorry I have to, but hectic. I also want to say that Amberlynn never...
I mean, it really just depends. I mean, 60 and 74. Even that, like at 60, you're running around doing whatever. At least my mom is. Not everybody is that lucky, but. And then at 74, you could be in the home by then.
Had intentions of actually being with Erica, but when the relationship with Danielle and then the relationship with Abby didn't work out, she kind of just settled. She would always tell me how this...
So Erica was the last pick?
Erica girl really likes her and really wants to be with her. But
what is up with this? Like, Amber has 3 women like vying for her attention that she can pick from, and that I'm over here like begging for scraps. No.
But she just didn't look at her like that, even though she was juggling all 3 of them at the same time at one point.
Playa-Lynn. She's a player. Amber. Married women. One that was in a relationship for 10 years. She's a player.
Is there any part of you that feels bad for betraying Amberlynn's trust? Like when you think back on all the talks you two had when everything was good, did you ever think you would betray her? Honestly, yeah.
She did?
I do feel bad. And
oh, I thought she was going to say, yeah, that she did think she was going to betray her.
I do miss her a lot. And even though she kind of brushed me off sometimes or just wanted to talk about herself or whatever.
What do you guys think about this? Like, how genuine was this relationship between Amber and Lex for her to be doing this right now? I mean, I know she's really pissed, but this is like the worst thing that you could do to Amber, knowing, like, quote unquote, knowing YouTube Amber. This is the worst thing that you could do to her. come on and expose her to her audience. Like, yeah. Yeah. Ultimate betrayal, Lynn. And I thought one thing that really must have like stung was when Alexis, there's so many women's names now. I keep like almost saying a different one. When Alexis said victim Lynn, that must have cut deep.
I definitely do miss her, and I probably always will. Did I think I was ever going to betray her? Hell no. I literally thought it was like the coolest thing in the world that I was her.
And that's what everyone was saying. Like, how long until she flips? How long until she flips? Roll back the live stream I did last Thursday, less than a week ago. She's not going to dip that fast, I said. Here we are.
And I felt special because I feel like I got to see a side of her that nobody else gets to see. But now I'm starting to realize that it was probably all fake. Is she secretly friends with Zachary Michael?
Oh,
he seems to be protecting her a little too much these days. Honestly, I think that he's just really good at seeing things for what they are.
They think that there's like secretly friends, that she is secretly friends with Zachary Michael. What would they talk about?
And Amberlynn is not always delusional or in the wrong, but most of the time...
She's not always delusional.
Yeah. I'd like to know what your partner thinks.
She's pretty delusional a lot of the time. I mean, when it comes to that kind of situation, what are we talking about here?
Of Amber and your friendship with her.
Kate.
First off, I just want to like give a public service announcement that my partner goes by they them pronouns. So if anybody mentions them in any videos, I would like pretty much expect you to use their proper pronouns. When I first told them about the fact that I was friends with Amberlynn, they didn't really know much about her. And then I started bringing them on Facebook.
But did they know like a little bit about Amber? It sounds like she is saying that her partner did know a little about Amber.
Calls, and they actually got along really well. Until
Amber was getting along with the partner.
Amberlynn started sending nudes and showing me her full conversations with Erica and all of the nudes that they exchanged.
Oh my goodness, bomb drop. Wait, so was this her sending these nudes because she wanted to get with Alexis, or was this just Amber and her bestie like exchanging like, look at this conversation I had with my girl, like, what do you think? And then the pictures are there, you know what I mean? Because if you're two straight girls in a relationship, I feel like, yeah, you would share your text threads. There would be absolutely nothing weird about that. But here we have two lesbian women. Of course, her partner's not gonna like it, because here this woman is sending these kinds of pictures to your partner of quite a while. So what would you think about it? You're not going to think good things about it. You're going to think this needs to stop. And I guess that's where the partner was. But what was Amber's intentions? To get with Alexis? Or was she just thinking straight girl relationship, hee hee ha ha, let's share our text threads? And there just happens to be some, pics in there. She was really showing her everything. Girl, if that gets out there, we just had this situation with Foodie Beauty. I mean, we've seen now both Foodie and Salah without clothes on. Great. I'm outie 5,000.
And when I was with my ex-girlfriend, Amberlynn would make public Facebook comments calling me daddy in them. Like, knowing full well I had a girlfriend, but since Danielle wasn't committing to her completely, she didn't care.
I don't know, like, daddy, I feel like that's a joke. But then again, I can see where maybe if they're all lesbians, a partner would see that and get suspicious. Why are they saying that? But also they're friends. Like, again, another situation where if it was two straight girls, it wouldn't be anything. So I don't know how to look at it.
Did you notice ALR adopting your personality and mannerisms when you became friends?
Or was Amber trying to do that on purpose to be manipulative, to mess with Alexis's relationships, knowing full well that she wanted nothing to really do with Alexis aside from this platonic friendship? She was just doing this to mess with Alexis's life because she didn't have a girlfriend at the time and she wanted to take Alexis's partner away in some way, shape, or another. Y'all know those kinds of people. They get jealous and they sabotage people, even close people.
Yes, half of her isms right now are literally mine.
Okay, this is her talking about Amberlynn adopting Alexis's mannerisms. Many people had suspected, myself included, that it was actually Alexis adopting Amberlynn's, because we have seen the... I was just saying this on the live stream. The, what was that old live streaming website? YouNow. When Amber used to go on the YouNow, she would have that like smug Cali girl personality. I think it's hilarious in a this girl is so delusional LOL kind of way. But yeah, that was that same personality from back in the YouNow days. So I thought Alexis was copying, but now Alexis is... Or I thought I thought Alexis was copying Amber, but she's saying it's the other way around here, that Amber's copying Alexis.
Except I don't know where she got this like hectic word from.
Can we just like not?
So don't come for me for that, because that I didn't do that. But like the randomly busting out in a country accent thing that she's been doing, that is me. I personally don't believe that Emily is responsible for the hectic situation type deal, because Emily's personality is comparable to a loaf of white bread.
Ooh, Emily. I keep forgetting. Yeah, Emily is Thomason. There's so many names to keep track of, but we've done our research. We did our 8-hour live stream last Thursday. Are y'all still digesting that?
To her girlfriends. I've said this before, and I'll say this again, but it takes two to tango. But I know if I ever dated Amberlynn, I think I definitely would be taking a really long grippy sock vacation afterwards.
I know that we have heard from, grippy sock vacation. It took me like a second to process that. So to the mental, not to the beach, girl. I'd be going to the beach. But I think that Amber, especially in her relationship with Beck, was always trying to pick some sort of fight/argument.
Her looks are absolutely not the reason that I wouldn't date her. It's everything else. Has she ever told you why she lies on YouTube all the time? Probably because liars lie. Ooh. Amber said Tommy...
There are people that are just like that. Like they would lie to you about what they ate for breakfast because that's just how they are. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I guess it's called a compulsive liar. But I knew someone like that in high school. You just can't be friends with people like that. Stop lying. Like,
Combi. What the hell? I'm actually going to leave that in there because I laughed. Amber said Tommy has a great job. If that's true, why did she and her ex have to do blank blank for money? Did Tommy and her ex ever live together? I'm really not a super huge fan of discussing the deceased, but...
I thought she was going to say, I'm not a super huge fan of discussing feederism.
I literally don't know. Also, Tommy's job is like not this big spectacular ordeal.
Wasn't she like a nurse, people were saying? But then, no, she wasn't. I mean, yeah, as a nurse, you make good money. Imagine trying to buy all the food to get up to 1,000 pounds. I mean, Foodie was spending $3,000 a month on food and didn't get up to 900, you know? Didn't even get up to 500, allegedly.
But I'm not going to speak on it because Tommy is a mother and I
confirmed
don't want her to lose her job because I care about the well-being of her child. And
that's a good point. She makes sense here, but I would be, oh gosh, you guys know how like a certain small, very small segment of this community can be where they just do not know where to draw the line. Like they always go over the line, and it can be scary. It's been done to me. Things have been done to me, and it can be scary. I don't know what is wrong with these people.
And I would never go out of my way to put a child's well-being in jeopardy.
That's
Otherwise,
a good
I would probably
point.
tell you guys whatever. What was the absolutely vile thing that Emily said to Amber? Do you think she encouraged her late partner's when she told Amberlynn that she would rather not to be on this earth anymore, so that she could be with her late fiance. Also,
Oh, okay. So it was, oh my goodness. So we already knew that Emily had used that sort of manipulation, like the I'm gonna unalive myself manipulation, but not that she added that end part because she wanted to see her late partner. I just can't even wrap my head around how sick that relationship is. And she loved her, but she continued to do this kind of content. And obviously, you're not just maintaining 900 pounds because of content on the internet. There's a lot more that's done behind the scenes. It just gets sicker and sicker. Like, I don't even know how to wrap my head around it. Like, she loved her, but this happened. And I understand, like, she had problems with food before she met her. This could have happened without her. It's unspeakable.
from my understanding, her late fiance passed away due to getting pneumonia. And I'm not going to lie, that kind of makes me nervous because if Amberlynn doesn't get the help that she has always needed, I do fear that something.
And, you know, when you are so morbidly obese, you're very much at risk for having those kinds of outcomes. I mean, that's what they always say about, you know, COVID. It's old people and obese people that are at the most risk of having an outcome like that.
As small, well, not small, but, you know, something like pneumonia could also be the reason for her passing away. Erica claims Amber made jokes about being the other woman. Did she do the same with you? How did she justify being with a married woman? Yeah, she thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
How big would she, like, make Amber, you know? Up to 900? If we see Amber, like, packing on the pounds, this next arc is, we're in for a wild ride. Amber posted pictures with Tommy. I don't know if they're actually together or that was an old picture. I mean, we know that they are together as a couple, but together physically, we do not know. There was a picture posted. Let me look at that. It looks recent. Love over hate, love wins. Amber posted. Yeah, I think this, well, I don't know. This could be after everything, or it could have been the first time that they met. I can't tell y'all. I think it's new though. Scary. She's going to get out that funnel.
She also, for the longest time, said that Erica was only with her wife for financial reasons, and they don't live together, and her wife has another partner that she lives with.
That was so funny. Every time she said financial reasons, like, what are you even talking about? Taxes?
And essentially, it's just like an open marriage concept. And then one day she sent me a picture of a...
She makes it sound like a kitchen.
...toy on Erica's dresser, and apparently she took a screenshot of it, like, while they were on FaceTime, and confronted Erica about it, and Erica, like, I guess lied about it at first, but then she was like, oh, well, of course, like, that's my wife, like, of course we have... Amber was really upset.
Wait, how did she put two and two together that she was using it with her? I'm confused. Was it a strap? It must have been a strap, right? Because if it was just a stick, then of course people use those themselves. It was a strap. Yep. That's exactly what it was, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Girl, she told on herself with the strap in the back. I can, with how messy these people are. Amber, what has she been concocting this past like 10 months? Girl.
Also, Erica, I don't really care if you come for me, but
you.
you were 100% in love with Amberlynn. I literally saw all of your text messages.
Erica
everything.
was in love.
Every nude you guys sent back and forth. Ooh. Quite literally every exchange you.
Amber's showing Alexis other people's pictures that they sent her in confidence. Imagine, she started as a troll and it got to the point where she was sending her like real pictures like that.
Have ever had. And you cannot tell me or anybody else for 1 second
this is crazy.
That you did not have genuine feelings for her. Why did Amber...
This is so good, right, guys? Oh my gosh. She's going in, though. She's going deep. Can we trust everything? I wouldn't trust everything 100%, but it feels pretty real.
Reveal Emily so fast. Is she secretly fat phobic and thought Emily was hot and therefore worthy of sharing her with us so soon? No. Tommy is a very insecure person and could not handle when Amberlynn would get other messages or comments that were like flattering.
Oh, it was one of those situation type deals. I mean, she's a public figure. You're going to have to get used to that. Imagine dating like an Instagram model. Their comment section is going to be filled with men and women and non-binary people telling them how beautiful they are and hot and sexy and other like dirty things that they probably shouldn't be saying because it's disrespectful.
And Amber's going to refute this and say this is not true. But it is. So Emily encouraged her to post her. She wanted other people to know that there was someone in Amberlynn's life and she's not available.
Okay, so it was initially Emily's idea, like put me on there because I want people to know that you're taken. That I am with you now. Girls, put a ring on it, Emily. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Then people would know that Amber's taken, even in public. I think she needs to get her a ring. I think they should get married. Why not? Blow up like a balloon. See if I care. She's really telling all of Amber's business right now.
Also, Emily is not skinny. And in my opinion, she is not attractive. Is Eric and Ricky actually still hanging out with Amber even after what Amber has...
I think she would be cute if she fixed her eyebrows.
Beck through. Does Beck know? I truthfully have no idea. But,
does Beck know?
I would assume not, because Eric messaged me on TikTok literally last night. Not asking for personal info on Jade, but was she just as...
Wait, before we just gloss over that. So I wonder what Eric messaged her, like, keep my name out of your mouth. Because it was revealed that Eric and Ricky were over there and people were wondering, like, yeah, does Becky know about this situation because of what Amberlynn put Beck through? I'm surprised that the boys decided, even without telling Becky, to hang out with Amberlynn after everything, because they were super tight with Beck throughout the years, even before the relationship with Amberlynn into high school days. Like, this is their friend from forever. But then again, like, they did live with Amberlynn for a few years. You can develop a relationship with someone fast when you're living with them, or you're in like an institution with them. Not that I would know. Rehab. Met a lot of guys. A couple.
Messed up as Amber mentally. She seemed to be more mature, but it's sounding like she was struggling too. All I have to say to that is I think anybody on this planet would struggle if they were Amberlynn's long-term live-in partner.
But you have to question, like, why did Jade even get with Amber in the first place? I mean, she knew what she was getting into. She knew what was speculated about her relationship with Beck, and all of that was out there. Not as much as, you know, post-breakup when they started spilling their guts a little bit more and we heard from Beck on her own channel, but still, you should have seen it coming.
Has Emily's daughter met Amber yet?
The daughter.
No, but they FaceTime.
Oh my goodness. That's what I don't know. That's like the big question mark in this whole situation, is the daughter. Is she going to be living with Amberlynn? They barely know each other. Like, be for real. They've only been in a relationship they've only been talking for a month. A month and a couple weeks now, I guess. It's going to come up on 2 months before we know it. But yeah, what's going to happen with the daughter? Like, that's your daughter.
Does Amber still talk about Destiny or any of her exes, despite claiming she'll never badmouth her exes? Yeah, all of them. Did wifey
I love that. Clear and to the point. All of them. Yep.
really ask
Love
for
to hear
no
it.
contact? Yeah, she did.
No contact.
And Amberlynn
Yeah, she
has
did.
tried to reach out a couple times since, and
Yes.
she hasn't ever responded, and I'm assuming probably wants nothing to do with her.
Oh my goodness. That is crazy. I could have guessed that. I could have speculated that. We all knew that Amber was trying to get her to message her after the no contact situation. I think that good for Jade. Good for Jade, because that is probably the thing that gets to Amber more than anything. She can't manipulate her. Manipulate. That must be driving Amberlynn absolutely crazy, not being able to talk to or manipulate wifey in any way.
However, Jade, if you are somehow hearing this or watching this video,
I wonder if she
I
is.
just want to say that I really hope that you are doing well and that you have healed from this, even like just a little bit. Has she
Oh my gosh, it was like such a traumatic experience being in a relationship with Amberlynn. And, you know, Alexis knows a lot more than us as far as the wifey relationship. She's probably told her everything. And I don't think that she's going to go into like intimate detail of her relationship with wifey. I mean, that would just be a bit weird. But not that I wouldn't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
tried to manipulate you into silence since the live stream? No, she's scared of me because I have too much tea on her, and her and Emily actually can both kiss my ass.
She knows everything. Alexis knows everything. Yikes. But that's what's going on, like with Erica and Amber. Erica has all this tea on Amberlynn, but Amberlynn has a bunch of tea on Erica. So if she doesn't want that out, she's not going to spill. So they're kind of in a deadlock right now. Will Erica come out and say anything? I don't know. She could tomorrow, tonight, right before I get this video up, if I'm lucky. Yeah.
Was she rejected for weight loss surgery? That whole arc and ending didn't add up. Yes,
Didn't
because
add
she
up.
couldn't stop binging. Did Amber give you
No way. I can't believe she dropped that bomb. I can't stop gasping. Like, this is absolutely out of control. So you're telling me that she was just lying. Don't act surprised, Shook. She was just lying to us that whole time. It was because she couldn't stop binging, and she didn't say that at all.
any support after Girl World attacked you for being her friend? Did she take your calls at
Oh,
3 a.m.
right.
and comfort you, or was it all one-sided? No, she didn't care. At all. Is she a chronic liar? Is 1 + 1 2?
Ooh.
Is the grass green? Do dogs bark? Before
Get
all
her,
the
girl.
evidence came out about Tommy, what made you think Tommy was fertilizing Amber? I'm assuming the word that you're looking for is fertilizing. And the difference,
Fertilizing.
in my eyes, between a preference and a is the intensity at which you experience said preference.
Okay.
Is ALR the same as she appears online? More or less insufferable, depending on the day. Who has
Why
been
was she friends with her then? Like, was she an op? Was she trying to get something out of her so that eventually she could twist it and start a channel? I don't know. Like, I'm enjoying hearing this from Alexis, but I'm still sus of her. Because what is this all about? You couldn't stand her, and yet you were friends with her? Why? Especially they didn't even meet in person. So it's a lot easier to just cut somebody off that you've never met in person. Just block them, you know? That's a lot easier than if you've actually had physical connection.
least favorite Amberlynn Reed partner? The current one. I mean, Erica was bad, but
Oh, does Erica even
I don't know.
count?
Maybe it's a horse apiece. Or
I was only thinking like Destiny back in Wifey or Crystal. But I mean, Crystal can't hold a candle to any of these people. She don't even count either. Amber was her caretaker, basically. Or so I heard. Amber got an allowance from the parents to take care and watch after Crystal. That wasn't even really a relationship, I don't think. It's phony baloney.
Or maybe a cohorse? Have you privately called her out on lies before? And did
Let me
you,
hear that again.
or maybe a god, but I don't know. Maybe it's a horse apiece. Or maybe a cohorse? Have you privately called her out on lies before? And did you ever doubt your friendship with her before now? Yes and yes. What was the vile comment Tommy told to Amberlynn? Also, did you have a relationship with Jade also? That rumor is going around a lot.
Oh, yeah.
No. Amberlynn's Jade and I did not have that kind of a relationship.
I thought that was said already.
But I did date a girl named Jade from like February to like mid-April. Do you know?
Oh, so she didn't talk to wifey. That was just, she dated someone named Jade, but it wasn't wifey. Right, because she had us believing that she had a thing with wifey, right? If y'all remember on the live stream.
How much she makes a month on YouTube? I have absolutely no idea. And quite frankly, I don't really want to know. What's the worst thing Al has done to you? Well, between the emotional whiplash and the constant gaslighting and the not caring about my wants or my needs or my thoughts or my opinions, I don't know. Do I have to choose? Does she
Whoa.
regularly send out to people on the internet that she's never met? Is she smart enough to at least cut her face out? Yes and no.
Oh, there are pictures out there floating of ALR face in picture, no clothes on. Has she lost her mind? Do you know what kind of circus? Oh my gosh. At this point, I don't even know if that would be that big of a deal compared to all of this mess, but it would certainly be a flash in the pan. And Amber would be absolutely humiliated. Has she lost her ever-loving mind?
Did Jade and Amber really have a mutual breakup, or did Jade initiate the whole thing?
Not mutual.
Personally, I just think Jade was fed up with everything and
makes sense.
Was like, I don't really care about the narrative that you tell your audience. I just want to get the F out of here. What did you mean?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because like Jade didn't really care about YouTube. She has obviously no intentions as far as up to now to come onto YouTube, to come onto social media, to get even one follower out of this situation. So yeah, I believe that 100%. She didn't give a shit about some dumb narrative for Amberlynn Reid's YouTube channel. Whatever's going to get me out of here with the least amount of conflict, fine. That's what it was. But then why did she still, play the whole finger game?
Tommy was rough with her. Like just the way that she like grabbed on her. Like when
really? IRL.
Emily/Tommy was in Oklahoma, they would FaceTime me, and I don't know, I just didn't like the way that she grabbed on Amber.
Look at that picture. Oh my gosh.
When they were drinking, like it just felt very icky to me, and
it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is.
Like even Amber looked uncomfortable during some of the interactions between.
She's just so desperate for somebody. And when you don't know someone that well and they're being like rough, I had a guy, oh my gosh, just thinking about this gives me the ick. This guy that I invited over, that I had met online in college, I invited him to my apartment. And he right off the bat just gave me the ick. Well, we were watching a movie or whatever. And then we were going to go out and get something to eat or it was a long time ago. But I do remember this. I was just like laying on the bed. He was getting ready to go. Like I was going to get up. He grabs my foot and starts pulling me off of the bed. That was just so out of line. And you don't even know me like that.
Are you considering doing vlogs on YouTube now?
10 years later, it makes me mad.
Well, I will say my life is significantly more exciting than Amberlynn's.
It is?
But, I don't know. I'm trying to navigate through...
Is she really going to be a vlog channel? Pretty decent way to kick it off, though. But will people stick around? That's a big question. I could see once she's done spilling the tea, the subscribers going down. If she just goes to like vlogs, she would have to keep it up with like Amber content, I think. or at least something similar or in that vein mixed in. Maybe not all ALR content. Maybe she would do like a reaction channel, you know, like my channel, throw in some glitter, throw in some foodie, throw in, you know, all the other people we talked about over the years, right? None of the people that I have talked about over the years have been as consistent of a train wreck as ALR. And that's why people just keep coming back to watch the crap show.
This like social media thing, and I don't know. We'll see. I would love to hear your guys' opinion on it. But
I don't know, girl. I feel like the reception is not going to be good. Let me tell you that straight off the bat. If you put out a vlog tomorrow, the reception is not going to be good at this point. Let me just tell you that much. At least I don't think. People are going to be calling her like all sorts of names. Money hungry, blah, blah, blah.
This is where I'm going to make my closing statement. And
if she does want to do that, I would say hold off for the best. Hold off. But also think about talking about Amber, I guess, if that's what she wants to do on her channel and she wants people to stick around. She could even do reactions, and she could also talk about other train wrecks if she's actually serious about becoming a YouTuber in this space. This is a hell of a way to start it off. And she has, you know, it's tough in this community to come up these days because you have to make yourself stand out from all of the other channels and find some kind of niche perspective that hasn't already been covered, right? I mean, we've heard from all sorts of people from all different walks of life. At this point, it would be hard to find a unique angle. She has it.
And if you guys sat through all 20 minutes of this, you're a rock star.
And we did.
Okay, bye.
That was absolutely wild. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about all of this mess and drama in the comments down below. It just keeps coming. I'm going to keep this outro short and sweet. Like I said, I've got another video to work on as well in addition to this one. Keep an eye out. Don't forget to subscribe and turn those notifications on, girl, because it has gotten crazy. You don't want to miss it. Let me know what you think, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right. Bye, everyone.